love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always
Namaste friends. So today is lesson 69 in the entire Python and lesson 28 in the NumPy. So this is a series of distributions. So in the last lecture we saw about Rayleigh distribution, and we also saw that it was used in signal processing. I also gave you an example of where and why the signal processing can be used, even though like you might think like, am I going to be using signal processing and stuff of that nature? We do use it. I gave you an example. I trust you would have actually liked it and probably understood the concept behind it. The next two lectures is also a part of the distribution family. I think there are a total of 10 or 11 distributions, or maybe 12, okay, anywhere in that range, starting from the nominal, and tomorrow I think it will actually end. So today is Pareto, and tomorrow there is going to be one more and then we'll be getting into functions. So functions is a series of lecture, and after that more or less like we'll be getting into the quizzes of the NumPy, and NumPy will be over, and then we'll be starting a new module. So the Python will continue, but the different modules will actually come in. Now, having said that, the Pareto. So what is a Pareto? When I was actually learning, when I first heard the name of Pareto, I'm like, hey, is it an Italian? I mean, what is this, like a pizza? Like what it is? They actually mention the 80-20 principle. By the 80-20 principle, what example my lecturers or professors gave me at that time was 80% of the wealth is controlled by 20% of the people, or 20% of the people make 80% work. In a way, it is more or less the same. Now imagine with the artificial intelligence, if you're already up in the curve, you invest your money and and you actually create a robot. Like say suppose you have a factory or you have a restaurant. So having a cashier, having a person who makes all your dishes, and having a person safe, this can be replaced by a robot with a maintenance cost, and just one or two persons just supervising it. So if you're the leader, if you already have money, you will have enough money to invest, whereas the remaining workforce is gone. As an owner, you will say like I don't trust my cashier. I see him or her like taking a lot of money, a lot of things has been unaccounted. And robo can also make any of your dishes like pasta. You can say like take a cup of pasta, heat it for this amount of time. They can even make ice creams as a mixing. And we have also seen some robots actually serving you all the dishes. In fact, one of the things I've also seen is there is a restaurant in Pakistan where robo was actually serving dishes. And definitely robots in the US is taking a big thing. So coming back to the Pareto, which is an 80-20 principle, understand the 80% is always controlled by the 20%. Maybe, I don't know, maybe in the future it will be 10%. So but it is better to learn and better to be in a good side of the curve, okay, to be employed. So the Pareto also like it is used in the in the distribution list. It also has two parameters just like the Rayleigh. So one is the shape of the parameter, which we always have, and the other is the size of the array, which we always say. Now let's take a code. So everything is normal, random dot normal, random dot binomial. We have seen this time and again, so we are not bored of it. So this is also going to be random dot Pareto. So as I said, there is going to be a size of an array and the shape of the array. So the size is 2, 3. So basically two things with 3, 3, 3. So if you say print text, this is what the Pareto is going to give me. So two things, 1 to 3, 1 to 3. All right, fantastic. Now let's actually take a visualization of the Pareto. If we take the visualization of the Pareto, and if I actually see this, I've always said by heart these three, it's not going to be, you're not going to fail. And with the C bonus only, we actually plot the distribution plot. And in this case we say KD is false. Initially we used to say histogram, but in this case we say KDE, which is like some kind of a dependency. And when I say plot show, it is going to plot me and show me what the Pareto is. So this is like the 80-20. So you can actually read it in any manner that you want, but this is all. So if you know statistics, if you want to learn statistics, the Pareto actually comes into a very big role. Alright, so this is what Pareto is, and this is what has been used, and tomorrow we'll be concluding about the distributions, and then we'll be getting into universal functions. Alright, I trust you would have actually enjoyed this lecture. If you have any questions, kindly contact me. I will actually try to explain to you to the best of my abilities. Like always, I would like to thank two persons. One is you for giving me a golden time, and the other is my wife Jayashree, following me to follow my passion. Till we see next time, take care, cheers, and thank you.